Hello, everyone.
Hello.
This is me and him. We're here today. We're going to talk about a little bit of Ravens football. What do you want to say first?
I would like to say, Ravens, congratulations on getting a spot in the playoffs.
#1 seed.
Yep.
Yep. And the bye. And they're going to be at home for the entire playoffs as long as they keep winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But they haven't won a lot in the playoffs in a while.
Yeah.
In fact, Lamar Jackson
Mm-hmm.
never won a playoff game. Never won a playoff game. So, we're hoping that this #1 seed helps them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a big game today. That's why we're coming to you today, because there's a big game.
Yeah.
Who's playing today?
The Steelers, they're trying to get in the playoffs. They haven't gotten a spot in them yet.
No. And if they lose, what happens?
They're not in the playoffs.
They're not in the playoffs. But they got a pretty good chance today. Why is that?
Lamar Jackson isn't playing.
Lamar's not playing.
They're resting him for the playoffs.
They're resting him for the playoffs because those are more important. And we already clinched a spot.
So,
But do we want to help the Steelers out?
no. I
No.
don't feel like it.
No, we don't want to help the
I
Steelers
don't
out.
feel like it.
We don't like the Steelers.
No.
Steelers are booty. Right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Your opinion.
That's not my opinion. That's just what it is.
Okay.
So, the Steelers today are favored by 4 points, and it's at Baltimore. So that's kind of a stinker. But what's the reason for that? Lamar's not playing. There's probably many other people that aren't playing today.
All those starters, basically.
It looks like Tyler Huntley is going to be starting for quarterback for the Ravens, even though my boy Malik Cunningham used to be a Cardinal as well, signed by the Ravens, hasn't played yet. Love to see him play, but he's probably not going to play because Tyler Huntley is the second starter, second quarterback. So what's at stake? Well, the Ravens already locked the #1 seed. That's done.
There's no stake for that.
But the Steelers, they got a lot to play for.
Yeah, because they want to get to the playoffs.
They want to get to the playoffs. There's a lot of teams out there trying to get to the playoffs right now.
Only if you have clinched a spot.
Well, there's been a few, yes.
Yes.
But we've got the Steelers, the Bills, the Texans, the Colts, all trying to get into the playoffs based on this weekend. There's been several that have been eliminated. The Bengals are eliminated last week. The Broncos were eliminated last week. So yeah, the Steelers got a lot to play for. If they win and the Jaguars lose, or the Bills lose, or the Texans and Colts tie, then the Steelers are in. So, Steelers got to win,
Yes.
and Jags got to lose. Or, Steelers got to win, Bills got to lose. Or, Steelers got to win, Texans and Colts got to tie.
Yeah.
Which one of those do you think is most likely?
I feel like the Steelers are going to win and the Bills will lose.
The Bills will lose. Who do the Bills play? Any idea?
Don't they play the Dolphins?
They do play the Dolphins, yes. Bills play the Dolphins. The Jaguars play the Titans, which the Titans are down, but they don't want to lose. They don't want to let the Jags in.
No.
And then the Texans and Colts play each other. So, what's your prediction for the Jaguars-Titans game? Put in that. What's your prediction for the Jaguars-Titans game? It's in Tennessee, in Nashville. I was just there not that long ago. I saw their stadium. I kept pointing it out to you.
Yes. The outcome is probably, since the Tennessee's down, people are probably going to expect that the Jags will win because Tennessee's already down. That means they're not very good. But the Jaguars also aren't very good. So it could go into a tie or Tennessee wins.
Okay, well, Jags are favored by 4 points, which is not very much.
No.
But that's the same as the Ravens Steelers. What's your prediction? Another game today for the Texans Colts. It's in Indianapolis. They both have the same record. Houston is favored by 2.5 points.
I feel like the game will start out where, the Houston Texans are winning, but then the Colts will make a comeback.
Okay, so final score.
The final score, I feel like, would be Houston 21, Colts. Colts 35.
35. So they're going to take it away big time, right?
Up by 2 touchdowns, yeah.
All right. Let's look across the rest of the games. The Browns have already clinched a spot in the playoffs. So they are in. They're playing the Bengals. The Vikings are playing the Lions, and the Lions have already clinched a spot. Okay. Jaguars, Titans, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Jets, Patriots, both out. They're out. They're both out.
I mean, I expect the Jets, but Patriots.
Patriots are having a rough year. They're worse in the AFC this year.
Yeah.
Buccaneers, Panthers, both are out. Well, I'm not sure about the Buccaneers, actually. The Falcons and Saints are both... Well, actually, the Saints and the Buccaneers, I believe, are playing for a spot right now this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Bears, Packers. Bears are out. Packers are still playing for it. Broncos, Raiders, both out of the playoffs.
Yeah,
Eagles, Giants. The Eagles are on a bit of a slide right now. Losing to the Arizona Cardinals last week. We're not good. Yeah, not good.
Okay.
But the Giants they're playing for their division, which is very big. The Giants are out. Seahawks and Cardinals out. Chiefs and Chargers. Chiefs are playing for a better seed, but the Chargers are out. Rams, 49ers. The Rams are trying to play for a spot. 49ers have clinched the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Oh.
So, Cowboys, Commanders. Cowboys are in. Commanders are out. Cowboys are playing for their division. Bills and Dolphins. It's game of the week. Maybe. Game of the week. Nothing. So, let's make our final predictions here. Who do you think is going? We're mainly focusing on the AFC for this because we're Ravens fans, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to win the Bills-Dolphins game?
I feel like the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they've been doing pretty good.
Well, the Ravens just destroyed them.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
destroyed
besides that game, I said sort of pretty good.
They've only beaten bad teams, bro.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe the Cowboys. I give them the Cowboys, but every other team
they have beaten only bad teams, but that means they're probably going to be kicked out of the playoffs.
No, they're in the playoffs. They've clinched a spot.
Yeah, but since they've only been playing the bad teams, they'll lose the playoffs because there's good teams in the playoffs.
Right. What about, what's the score of the Bills-Dolphins game?
I feel like the Dolphins will have maybe they won't care much and they'll have 14, and the Bills will try to get at least 21.
The Bills are playing for that spot, bro.
Yeah.
Bills are playing for that spot.
But the Dolphins clinched the spot, so I feel like they'll still try, but they won't. They already got a spot, so.
Yeah.
Unless they're really eager not to let the Bills in the playoffs.
Yeah. They probably don't want them in, right?
I mean, yeah, but...
So, we got the Bills, the Steelers, the Colts, the Texans, all trying to get a spot. The Packers, the Vikings are not eliminated yet, by the way.
Oh,
they were, but they're not. The Bucks, Saints, and Falcons, all not eliminated yet. Seattle Seahawks, also not eliminated. I said they were. They're not. So, now the big game. Today's game. Steelers and Ravens. Who's going to win? What's the score?
I'd say, well, since they don't have their starters like Lamar,
Mm-hmm.
they're probably gonna either tie, or the Ravens win by a few points, or the Steelers win by a few points.
That's not a prediction at all.
Yes,
That's
it is.
just all the scenarios that could
Yes, it
happen.
is. Yes, it is.
Who's winning the game?
I'd say Ravens,
Okay.
but it's a 25% chance that the Steelers could win.
Where'd you come up with that?
I like the number 25.
All right. What is
I
the
feel like
score?
it's also a good one.
What is the score?
Okay, the score for the Ravens will probably have 24, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. And the Steelers will probably have 2 touchdowns and a field goal, which will go to 17.
Okay. So 24-17, that's your prediction.
Yeah.
All right. So, if that happens, Steelers are out of the playoffs. If the
Ravens
Bills
are
win,
seven.
they are in the playoffs. I'm gonna go back to the playoffs. I'll look at the wild card. So, Bills gotta win. Colts win, they're in. Texans win, they're in. Steelers win, and something else happens, they're in. Jacksonville's gotta win. It's tight race. Tight race. Tight race. I don't
Tight race.
think the Vikings are gonna make it. I don't think the
probably
Falcons are gonna make it. I don't think probably. I think out of the NFC, we're gonna get Green Bay Packers. We're gonna get the Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm calling that right now.
You'll think the Bucks make it?
Yeah, I do. I do think that.
Packers haven't been having very
They're still in it.
good news.
Still in it. They've been all right. They've come back.
They
Jordan Love
have
plays well.
come back.
Mhm.
They have come back.
Yep. Yep.
They used to be really good though.
Used to be real good.
That was a while ago.
Not too long ago. They were
No.
good with Aaron Rodgers.
No, I meant like when they won the first and second Super Bowl.
Well then, yeah.
That was a while ago.
That was a long time.
That was a while ago. Around 56 years ago.
All right. We're gonna end this. But who's your favorite player of all time right now?
Lamar Jackson.
Why?
He plays for the Ravens and he's a pretty good quarterback, and he used to play for my favorite college team, the Cards.
Go Cards. Go Cards. Go Ravens. Win today. Get those Steelers out of the playoffs. Don't let them in. Don't let them in. Because we know if they get in, they're trouble. They're trouble. Anything else you want to say?
There's a small chance it could be a tie. Since
It's a
they don't
pretty
have their
small
starters.
chance.
It's pretty small.
Pretty small chance.
Pretty small.
Pretty small. Got to do a lot to get a tie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is me and him signing off.